The National Museum of Kazakhstan can boast countless archaeological treasures, valuable artifacts, and amazing exhibits. It is the scientific and cultural center of the country. Its exhibition halls are similar to a time machine. They reflect the path of formation and development of our country. The sensational discovery of the 20th century, the Golden Man, which became the symbol of independent Kazakhstan, is on display at this museum. For many years, the Kazakh Tutankhamun, as people used to call him, did not leave his native lands. But now, the National Museum launched a large-scale international project titled The Golden Man Precession in the World Museums, with the support of the Ministry of Culture and Sports. The National Museum staff works hard to present this exhibition, and they deserve special attention. This is not the first time when they prepare the exhibits for upcoming tour. They carefully and diligently control the account of jewelry and artifacts of the exhibition, and now everything is ready for shipment. This time, the Golden Man exhibition will go to the east. The last point of the procession this year is South Korea. Seoul, the capital of South Korea, amazes everyone who visited the city with its versatility. Elegant temples and landscaped gardens peacefully coexist with futuristic skyscrapers. Its architectural ensemble combines the triumph of industrialization and respect for antiquity. The Golden Man exhibition toured to Belarus, Russia, Azerbaijan, China, and Poland. Each exhibition was held with great attention. It was distinguished by something special. The exhibit created a connecting thread with the host country. And this time, the National Museum does not change its concept. Seoul hosts 2 expositions at once. In addition to the heritage of the Great Steppe, masterpieces of jewelry art, the exhibition Kazakhstan, the Cradle of the Golden Man, came to the South Korean capital.
Вы знаете, выставки проводятся в рамках программы «Рухани Жангуру».
You know, exhibitions are held as part of modernization of Kazakhstan's identity program, initiated by the head of state, Nursultan Nazarbayev, last year. The same exhibition is also held as part of the recent address to the nation, titled The 7 Facets of the Great Steppe, where the head of state talks about the steppe civilization and about the culture of Kazakhstan. The president pays great attention to the Golden Man. We should study and promote our rich cultural heritage. The main feature of today's event is that we present 2 exhibitions. It is the specialized exhibition dedicated to the cultural heritage of Kazakhstan. This exhibition was supported by the Koreans as they initiated this project. The Golden Man exhibition will be opened at the National Museum of Korea for the next 3 months. The museum is the largest historical, artistic, and cultural center in the country. The museum was opened in 1945, but after 60 years, it settled in a new building, built specifically for it in the style of an oblong ancient Korean fortress. The museum funds have more than 200,000 ancient artifacts and works of art. It welcomes about 35 million visitors annually. Welcome to our country. We know Kazakhstan as one of the leading countries of the Great Silk Road. This exhibition shows the rich history of your country. Thanks to the Golden Man exhibition, Korean people can learn and be interested in the history of Kazakhstan. Now a large number of ethnic Koreans live in Kazakhstan. I also hope that this exhibition will help them to feel proud that the history of Kazakhstan has reached Korea. The long weeks of preparation are over. The treasures of the Great Steppe arrived in huge wooden boxes to the exhibition hall. The staff of the National Museum transfers the exhibits to their Korean colleagues. This time, the National Museum of Korea serves not only as a platform, but also as a partner. The museum will deal with the design of the exhibition. We work hard to show Korean people the real culture and mentality of Kazakhstan. For example, this room is painted in green color, as the designers wanted to show the steppes of Kazakhstan the endless green space. We think that the richest and most magnificent piece of culture in Kazakhstan is yurt. We put a lot of effort into the yurt. We wanted to show how the ancient Kazakhs lived and what utensils they used. The exhibits impress us because they are of a high quality and in good condition.
제가 함께 여기를 둘러보고 최종적으로 이 장소로 정하게 되었습니다. 그리고 이 전시를 준비하기 위해
Due to the joint efforts of Kazakh and Korean specialists, 458 unique museum exhibits, including archaeological finds, jewelry, and ethnography items, are on display at the exhibition halls of the National Museum of Korea. The works showcases the way of life and the unique features of Kazakh people. And of course, the Golden Man is the main artifact of this exhibition. The Golden Man dates back to the 4th to 5th century BC, and these centuries are associated with the Silla era for Korean people. It is historically important for us. The statehood of Korea begins with the Three Kingdoms period of ancient Korea from 57th BCE to 68th CE, when the Huns owned the Great Steppe, and Kazakhstan's exhibition is a good reason to study their history. In 1979, a gold artifact was found in Gyeongju district. It is now on display to make it easier for Korean people to understand this exhibition. The exhibits found in Kazakhstan and in Gyeongju are very similar to each other with images and ornaments. It is assumed that due to migrations, trade, military routes, we can all be connected historically. So this exhibit was specifically taken from the Gyeongju Museum for the gallery so that visitors could feel the connection between our countries. Drawing parallels between the archaeology of the Kazakh steppes and the Korean peninsula, one can find many references to a common historical past. In 1949, a Hun's mound was excavated in Kazakhstan. The sheaths found were created in a polychrome style, similar to those found in the Gyeongju area. The culture of the Korean peninsula is mostly associated with the Baikal region, the far eastern region, because migration from north to south started from there in the Neolithic era. These archaeological cultures appear in this period. Then they are also interested in our hats. I mean the hats of the Golden Man.
Потом у нас, опять-таки, для вот этого гунского времени есть такая знаменитая находка, которая называется каргалинская диадема.
We have a famous item used during the Huns era, which is called the Kargali diadem. It is also decorated in a polychrome style, all made of gold, the exact same crowns as our diadem. They have Silas's crowns made of gold. And the Kazakh language, like Korean, is part of the Altai language family. Common roots are not the only reason for the exhibition, but they contribute to the further strong relationship between the two national museums.
Сегодня мы договорились с руководством Национального музея Кореи.
Today we have agreed with the administration of the National Museum of Korea that we will sign a memorandum of cooperation in the near future. It provides several major topics of cooperation. The first is the organization of exhibitions and exchange of museum collections. We will continue our exhibition by working together. The second is the organization of joint archaeological and ethnographic expeditions. The third topic is the organization of internships for sharing knowledge and experience of the museum.
Это вопрос организации стажировок, вопрос обмена знаниями и опытом в области музейного дела.
And also the fourth is the question of studying the implementation of information technologies in the museum business.
Вопрос изучения внедрения вот именно информационных технологий в музейную сферу.
But this is a matter for the future. For now, let's go back to the showroom. Saka horses in ceremonial attire greet the visitors at the exhibition. It is a reconstruction of the famous archaeological find. In 1997, Zainullah Samashev revealed the secrets of the Berel Kurgans. The study of the nomads is ongoing.
Уникальность заключается в том, что на очень большой глубине, в мерзлоте, сохранилось...
The uniqueness of this discovery lies in the fact that organic goods, leather, bones, jewelry, which were dressed on the forehead of the horse, were preserved. In general, there were 13 horses that were laid on each other in layers at this 11th mound. The horses were fully decorated with masses. These decorations are symbols which reflect the spiritual state or the characteristic of the population living in the Kazakh Altai 2,500 years ago.
Украшения, они как раз символизируют то или отражают то духовное состояние, которое было характерно для населения, жившего на Казахском Алтае 2500 лет назад.
The opening ceremony of the exhibition attracted representatives of the scientific and cultural community of Korea and representatives of diplomatic missions. The Kazakh ensemble Sazgin Saz created a friendly atmosphere by playing Kazakh and Korean melodies on folk instruments.
Выставка вызвала очень большой интерес.
The exhibition gathered a lot of interest. You see, there are a lot of people who want to know more about our history. And in general, we see a great interest in cooperation between our countries. As we know, we are strategic partners with the Republic of Korea, so any contact with Kazakhstan is of great interest.
Любое соприкосновение с Казахстаном вызывает очень большой интерес.
Studying the history of your nation, finding its sources and interweaving it with the cultures of other nations. The exhibition dedicated to the heritage of the Great Steppe interests not only representatives of the scientific community, but also everyone who is fascinated by the themes of national identity. The opening of today's exhibition was fascinating and interesting. In my opinion, this is one of the first major projects of Kazakhstan in Korea. According to the results of archaeological finds in the Gyeongju area, Korea is closely connected with Central Asia and Kazakhstan in terms of history. Also, according to historical data, Korean family Kim, who lived during the Silla dynasty, is rooted in the Urals in Kazakhstan.
신라의 경주, 이 경주의 그 문화는
카자흐스탄 국립박물관의 사투발린 아마이 부관장님 하나 둘 셋.
The golden man, shining in his royal robe in the center of the hall, attracted the attention of visitors. But at the same time, other exhibits were also popular. An interactive panel dedicated to the Kazakh traditions has turned the spectators into active participants in history. The stylized yurt, silver jewelry, crockery and weaving created particular delight amongst the visitors. For the first time, many of them saw the objects of steppe culture. We can also be proud of our national costumes. This is our main difference. This is our phenomenon. They are also on display at the exhibition. We have costumes for newlyweds. The designer of the costumes is Ayjan Abduaitova.
Ханшайымның киімін қойдық. Бұл киімдердің авторы атақты зерші, кестеші Ayjan Abduaitova.
Kazakhs have needlework divided into male and female. Men were engaged in the manufacture of jewelry, woodwork, and metalworking. We brought all kinds of these works. Among them a storage box with bone inlays, big boxes for the bride and saukile. We also brought a wedding horse harness.
Былғары тері өңдеген. Міне осы қол өнерінің түрлерінің барлығын алып келдік, үлгілерін.
You know, it is a great pleasure and honor for me to attend the opening of this wonderful exhibition. This exhibition started from my hometown, from Minsk, Belarus. And now I have the unique opportunity to attend the opening in a completely different part of the world, in the Eurasian continent, in the Republic of Korea. I think today there are a lot of visitors. People are certainly delighted, and there's an opportunity for representatives of Kazakhstan to be proud of their history and their culture.
Есть возможность и представители Казахстана гордиться своей историей, своей культурой.
The tour of the Golden Man exhibition is not finished. It will continue next year with many events. Now we can say where the main symbol of Kazakhstan will go next year.
В следующем году мы планируем...
Next year we plan to start our tour in Uzbekistan, in the Historical Museum of Uzbekistan. I want to say that next year we will open the Year of Kazakhstan in Uzbekistan. We have agreed with our colleagues from Uzbekistan. They will be glad to host our exhibition, our Golden Man exhibition.
Примут нашу выставку, нашего золотого человека.
To study history means to touch the eternity. The Procession of the Golden Man exhibition is like the wind, which brings to the modern world the breath of the wormwood steppe, the life of the ancient nomads who left an indelible mark on the vast history of mankind.